model disagreements in that sense.
We're talking about they're just two different propositions. Somebody believes
Is raining
that one.
outside?
Yeah, somebody believes that it's raining outside is different from somebody believes that it's not raining outside. They're two different
Look,
propositions, so they're not
look.
contradictory.
Okay. Okay, look, I get that you can do some kind of like indexical thing like that, but that really quickly leads to the framing problem.
Let's see why that fucking matters.
Well, do you even
Point
know what
is,
the framing problem is?
no.
Okay, so like the whole idea is that there is an as you start creating a set of propositions that model some kind of abstract space, it could be like an abstract Euclidean space with objects inside of it, or it could be an abstract conceptual space with argumentations and graphs like cyclic or acyclic directed graphs modeling particular propositions, arguments, and supporting structures and arguments. The thing is that when you have a system that starts tracking uh, all indexes, like a particular person or a particular location, when you apply the kinds of transformations that you would be interested in actually modeling, that either becomes a very tedious creation of a set of these transformations by explicitly manipulating each of the indexes, or you you just don't have some kind of general way to transform those indexes using some like higher level understanding of
So it's
space.
tedious or not general, but it's not a contradiction, so it doesn't matter. I don't really care.
No, but the whole point. So the whole point is that you can model it that way, but when you model it that way, you actually try to make like larger systems, like argumentation frameworks that actually model these disagreements formally, then it becomes like a compounding exponential problem, and it's not
Look, I don't
track.
understand. What's the why wouldn't you just
Just
do
look
it
up the
with
framing problem, dude. Just look up the
why,
framing problem.
why wouldn't you just do it with
Oh,
look, you haven't I don't know what it is, and I don't know if I'm going to look it up or if I care.
okay,
But what's the
whatever.
problem
It's
with
only on
just what's
SCP.
the problem? But just tell me what the problem is with representing it with first order logic. I don't understand that.
Okay, look. So, like I said, so maybe it's easier to understand it in terms like of a physical space, because I mean this the same thing goes for like these abstract conceptual arguments. So if you have like some kind of transformation on a physical space, such as like translate, or a more complex translation like put on top of, those kinds of translations in that Euclidean space lead to, like I said, either having to explicitly state the changes in the index, or make it, or it's just completely untractable where there's no general way for you to define those translations.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the same thing happens in formal argumentation frameworks where the space is not Euclidean, but it's a space of directed acyclical graphs.
Why does it
And
matter?
so, like I said, when you do that kind of indexing, you get the framing problem. When you don't do that kind of
Why
like
is the framing
indexing,
problem a problem? I understand what you're saying. The way you laid it out, you said that it's either tedious or not generalizable, right? That's what you're saying. It's either tedious or not generalizable. Fine. Why
yeah,
is that a problem?
because you can, when you are set, when you want to formalize these things, you don't have an elegant system of being able to do what you want in it. You're just stuck with this like really
Okay, the system's
tedious,
not elegant. Okay,
non-generalizable
that's
thing.
fine. Who cares?
Okay. And
I just
so
don't understand what the problem is.
you can accept pair consistency in your logic when you're modeling disagreements. I think that's natural to have a level of disagreement. I mean, and it's not just in argumentation frameworks. It's also like knowledge acquisition systems where you might have a conflicting information at points in time that need to be integrated over time. So again, there are very important reasons why accepting pair consistency can lead to just a simpler, cleaner understanding and modeling of the world rather than trying to do these like crazy indexical things.
I mean, you'd have to show me what you're talking about because I'm not just going to take your word
okay,
for it.
look up argumentation framework. Look up knowledge integration frameworks. Knowledge modeling is another term as well.
Yeah, if I do that, I'm going to be wasting my time because I'm going to figure out you're wrong about everything.
Sure, buddy.
Anyway.
Yeah. Tell me a thing I've been wrong about, like a big thing, like a really big thing.
One thing about this fucking logic you were talking about.
Clocks don't measure time or something. You think I was wrong about clocks measuring time? You guys got so pissed off on that.
There was also this fucking logic thing. I don't remember what it was, but it was back when I lived in fucking Miami.
Wait. You're also wrong about the moon landing.
And you said some shit about fucking. You said some shit about some fucking logic, and then I went and I looked up and I read the Wikipedia article, and the fucking Wikipedia article contradicted what you were fucking saying.
What
it's
thing
just
about
so
logic?
like you just
can't remember
what it fucking was. No, it wasn't about that stupid shit. It was about some other fucking shit. But it's just like everything. It's the same thing as when you said that bullshit about fucking vitamin C and all this other garbage you talk about.
Wait, what stuff about vitamin C?
Oh fuck! I don't fucking remember all the dude.
There's an amazing claim made. Hold on, here's one, Ace. Here, I'll give you a perfect example. You said that. What was it? Vegans, people who you cannot live for 10 years without eating meat. If you don't eat meat for 10 years, you will die. Nobody has ever survived. Ever. You can't find me a single example of somebody living for over 10 years without eating meat.
Javon, I never
Yeah, you did.
I expressed doubt. And plus,
you said no. You can't find anybody.
One second, though. How is that relevant to formal logic, though? Let's find a formal.
The point is that there are things that you're wrong about that you're very confident in.
What have I been wrong? Yeah, what have I been wrong about in logic?
Why does it have to pertain to logic specifically?
Because we're talking. Well, look, because I mean, I troll too, right? Like clocks don't measure time, right? You know, like I just.
Oh, so you're just trolling about this, then, right?
No, I'm not trolling about this. I'm saying this is my wheelhouse. Like formal logic is my wheelhouse. Like I've actually written propositional logical systems and like interpreters for propositional logic. So like, this is like language design, computer programming languages, logical programming languages.
So you're confident in this. I don't understand how that changes anything.
So right. So you may just not be aware of the state of the art.
We both just may not be aware of something, Ace. I don't understand what you're saying.
No. It's not just something. It's the state of the art. I know for a fact that you're not aware of the state of the art. Well, I have, I wouldn't say like a total grasp of the state of the art. I mean, I don't think anybody does. But again, spent plenty of time looking into formal languages and semantics. Like one of my old usernames on here was syntax and semantics until everybody kept begging me to.
But Ace, we corrected you on one of your usernames previously and had an argument with you where you were wrong about it.
Corrected on what?
On one of your usernames.
Syntax. Well, what do you mean? One of my usernames.
God, I need to start recording conversations.
Corrected on my username? What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, tell me.
What was it? You were wrong about syntax, and I think that was your name, syntax, and I think that's the thing that we corrected you on.
What'd you correct me on? No, people just yes. I'm just saying it's an old username of mine. Yes, syntax and semantics.
Yeah, and then you used them incorrectly.
When and what? How?
About a year ago.
How?
I barely remember.
I think you're just completely mistaken.
No.
What? How would I use?
So the point is, there's multiple things you've been wrong about. So there's no reason.
No. There's just been vague accusations so far. I'm still waiting for what have been wrong.
Look, I know that happened. Josh knows that the things that he knows about happened. So we don't need to sit here and justify it to you. All we're saying is that we don't believe that you don't know what that you know, and that he's not just going to take your word on it. He doesn't need to justify it to you for that to be true.
Okay, and you guys were completely wrong about the modus ponens thing. So
no, we weren't.
Yeah, you were.
No,
okay, so wait. So do you think that all arguments in the modus ponens form are deductively valid? You really think that, Jovan?
You said that modus ponens wasn't deductively valid.
I said yes. All arguments in the modus ponens form are not deductively valid.
on something that can't be deduced.
Come on, Jovan. Come on, Jovan. You really think that?
Do I really think what?
Okay. Do you think that all arguments in the modus ponens form are deductively valid?
If P then Q, P therefore Q.
Look, I'm saying
that form right there, Chase. Is that what you're asking for?
Not just that, the abstract form, but all arguments.
I'm asking for that's the form that we're talking about in modus ponens, right?
So you're right. So that's the function, but again, you have to give the function arguments, right? You have to give the function arguments.
What do you mean I have to give the function arguments?
You have to instantiate P and Q.
I don't need to place anything inside of P or Q.
Okay, so yeah, you do. Okay, so I've got a question for you.
Hey, if I place anything...
Look, I've got a question for you, right? So, if Caesar falls, Rome falls. Caesar falls, therefore Rome falls? You really think that's deductively valid?
Yeah, that's valid. If the premises are true, the conclusion necessarily follows.
Dude, that's not a deductive modus ponens. Why do you think that that's deductive? Why do you think that that's a deductive argument?
Ace, if the premises are true, the conclusion necessarily follows. If it's true that if Rome falls, if Caesar falls, then Rome falls, then it's true that if Rome falls, then Caesar falls. Well, I might have messed up, but you get what I'm saying.
Okay, but why do you think that that's a deductive argument?
Are you saying that you're doing an induction within the premises?
Yes, so there are multiple forms of modus ponens. Like I said, there's deductive, inductive.
So you're not so when you say
we talked this like about a year ago, like almost a year and a half ago now.
So you're not using the deductive modus ponens that we all know about.
Not all arguments in the modus ponens form are deductively valid. Yes, that's been my...
So not all arguments in using the modus ponens form are deductive, right? You're not always using deduction when you're using the modus ponens form.
Yeah, deductively valid. Exactly.
Modus ponens is induction.
So, like, come on, Jovan, and okay, it took you now a year to figure out my argument. Congratulations.
Ace, you weren't saying that at the time.
Yes, I was. Douglas Walton. Go read Douglas Walton's paper of that exact name. That's the title of the paper. God damn, Jovan.
Mr. Relly, he thinks that saying if Rome falls, if Caesar falls, Rome falls is not valid because the premises are not true, right? That's what he's saying.
So are you saying that if one or both of you guys have a logical, or both of you would have a logical contradiction with the actual truth when you disagree, or that disagreement itself is a logical contradiction?
Well, when there's multiple ways to model a disagreement in logic,
that's actually true.
So one of the ways is that you can overburden the system by trying to say that Jovan thinks that modus ponens is always deductively valid, and Ace thinks that the negation of that. Or you could just say, hey, this is a disagreement. It's P and not P, rather than Ace thinks that, Jovan thinks that.
What happens if Ace actually does think that? What happens if Ace actually does think that?
What do you mean?
What if he thinks it?
Ace thinks that disagreements are logical contradictions. So he thinks that if I believe not P and he believes that P, that's a logical contradiction, which entails that my belief in P is equivalent with P. Just sit there on that one.
Wait. No. That's not what I'm saying. That your belief in P would be modeled as P. Not Jovan thinks. Not Jovan thinks P.
Excuse me.
But that's a different contradiction than P.
What is P?
A different proposition than P.
What is P?
I know, and that's what I'm saying. You're overburdening.
No, I don't know.
Hello, I'm in the middle of a sentence.
I don't know what P means.
Hello,
P is just a placeholder for a proposition.
Oh, okay, sorry, Ace, go on. Ace.
Yeah, buddy, what's up?
It's your time
wow, no thanks. Really? You didn't think that I knew that?
No.
Oh, wow. Thanks, buddy. You're doing a really great job here. First day on the server.
Oh no, that's actually my 32nd day on this server.
Okay, whatever. We'll get out of the conversation. I'm talking to Jovan.
Oh, go on, speak.
So you're saying
Oh,
that
thanks.
creators can be dichotomies? Is you're saying like
I'm just saying that a disagreement most simply is understood as a contradiction.
No.
Yeah.
actually
No,
is.
wait. Why do you wait? You really don't think there's so you think there's a simpler way to
Because a disagreement is not the case that P and not P at the same time in the same way. That is not the case, Ace.
Okay, but we're having this disagreement on a Discord server right now. Like that Discord server that's holding this VoIP connection is holding our disagreement right now.
What the?
Same place, in the same time.
In the same way?
Yeah, in the same way. Yeah, I mean.
Wait, you think my belief that not P is the same as your belief that P?
No, what are you talking about?